Alrighty, guys, we're back for Mono Red City on Fire, and this is a Dragonstorm Standard brew, and I'm Red Cat. Let's briefly go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked. On the top end, we have 3 City on Fire. It's a 8 mana enchantment with Convoke, so our creatures can help cast this spell. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage instead. Awesome stuff and an awesome build around. So we're going to try to go wide a little bit here with 4 Rouse Reinforcements, generating a couple tokens, and the exact same concept with all 4 Dragon Fodders too. And then outside of that, we have a lot of burn packed in, and early burn with Burst Lightning, of course, all 4 of them. We got all 4 Lightning Strikes as well. We're going to be pairing all this burn and all this sorcery and instant nonsense with Artist Talent as well. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. So that could help us like filter out, maybe try to find our top end City on Fire and whatnot. But then also, more importantly, level 2, non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast is no joke. But then level 3 is also no joke. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. Oh, also going wide with Song of Totentanz. It's a X and a red sorcery. Create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this token can't block. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Awesome. Helping us ramp a little bit with all 4 Seize the Spoils. It's a 3 mana sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you discard a card, draw 2 cards, then create a treasure token. We also have 3 Screaming Nemesis to help stop the opponent's life gain, but also there's a fun little thing where City on Fire doesn't say anything about permanents that the opponent controls. It just says to a permanent or a player. So you can totally drop a Lightning Strike on your own Screaming Nemesis, and it actually deals triple that to the Nemesis, which is 9 damage, which then deals, the Nemesis would deal triple the 9 damage as well, so 27 damage. You really could just combo off and smack the opponent's face for 27 damage. That easy peasy with a Nemesis and a City on Fire on the board. So that's pretty cool. We have a couple Witchstalker Frenzy. Since we're going wide, there's going to be a lot of attacking creatures, and also the opponents know how to attack with a lot of creatures too. I think Witchstalker Frenzy is going to be excellent in here. And also, don't forget, we see it all the time. Witchstalker Frenzy also hits our own Nemesis, and then we could do 5 damage to the opponent's face that way. More ways to go wide, kind of, sort of. We got Jaya, also more ways to see stuff off the top, more removal. I like Jaya. We got a couple Stoke the Flames, fitting the small Convoke theme in here. Nice. And then also a top-end Chandra, Hope's Beacon, which will do the thing when we can actually cast it. 24 total mana, 21 mountains, and 3 Fountainports, also just helping us generate tokens, also a bit of card draw too. How about some honorable mentions? Bolt Wave is always a cool one when you got City on Fire, or 2 on the board, right? Because City on Fire in multiples stack nicely. So we almost went the Gleeful Demolition route, which means we would have had to pack a bunch more artifacts and whatnot in, not just the treasures off Seize the Spoils. Charming Scoundrel almost made the cut, and Pyromancer's Goggles could have been cool as like a 1-of or something. All right, guys, I do my dandiest to save the more in-depth discussion for the end of the video, so look forward to that. In the meantime, let's go ahead, take this into some ranked, see how we do. Okay, right into that first game. What am I expecting from the build? I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I think it's going to be decent. Now, we did some test games. Okay, we go first. That's great news. I like this hand a lot, actually. It's a really good starting hand, especially since we're going first. Yeah, so one of the goals today, guys, it would be really, really nice to clean up the final red achievement that I need, which is 20 non-combat damage in a single turn or something like that, which I think is more than possible with this deck list. All right, couple 1/1s, and the opponent has... I'll tell you what, with all the extra token generation, all the spot removal we've been seeing, spot removal is pretty bad against tokens, so founding the third path. They start at 2 for the mill. Oh, Omniscience in the grave already. That's not good news. Screaming Nemesis is tempting for sure. But so is Seize the Spoils, guys. Now we should go. we should go. We have like 2 turns until Omniscience potentially comes out, so they're gonna go stock up for the turn. Yeah, stock up. They don't have the 2 though, but I think they're forced to exile, right? Yeah, exile target instant or sorcery card. Doesn't say up to, so. Oh, they have a stock up in hand, however. Yeah, I think they could easily find the Abuela's Awakening. I think we could be in a lot of trouble. We could go Song for 2. We're swinging pretty good. More mana off the top would have been a little better. We do have 5 burn damage in hand. We could bring them down to 5. Might want to keep these open in case we find... If they go Abuela's Awakening on Omniscience, then Burst Lightning can hit it, right? Unless they have a free counterspell in hand, which is very possible as well. We want to keep our instant speed things open. We go for the swing, bring them down to 10, and see what we can pull off here. They have so many cards in hand, I can only imagine that Omniscience is coming out as a 1/1. And no matter what, we need that instant. Okay, so... Okay, yeah. We want to keep both of these, because if they counter 1, there's a chance... We have to wait. We have to wait for it to pass back to us. Come on, Burst Lightning, do the thing. Do the thing, Burst Lightning. So they are going to get 1 free thing here. All right, let's see what we can pull off, huh? Pop the Omniscience. Counterspell. This is going to be a tough uphill battle, guys, because Omniscience is just going right back to the grave, ready to pick up anyways. So they could easily have another Awakening. Look at the top 4 cards. They grab 1. So why not the counterspell? They look for a different counterspell? Or they look for another Awakening? Either way, Dispersal's bringing Nemesis back. Another Omniscience in the grave. Moment of Truth. Do we need to stop this? I don't want to waste the Lightning Strike, but I feel like we should stop this. But if we go Lightning Strike on the stack, they could still have another counterspell in hand, so we kind of have to wait till the last moment. Okay. I mean, all that's really great news, right? At this point, we're going to have a hard time getting Nemesis back onto the board because we still need to keep the instant speed removal open. Okay, mana off the top would be great. It's not mana off the top, though. We got 24 in here for a good reason. Only 1 Awakening. I'm pretty sure we have to keep Lightning Strike open, guys, which is just super awkward. Mana off the top would have been Seize the Spoils, because then the treasure and the mana would give us the 2 for the Lightning Strike. And that would have been pretty good. Down to 8. Crap. Crap, dude. We also... Okay, we could have had him down to 2 this turn, but I'm still pretty positive we have to keep this instant speed nonsense open. Yeah, on their turn, while we had the 2 open, we could have Lightning Strike their face. And then this turn, we could have played Nemesis and swung for the 5, right? So they would be down to 2, but then we still have to play around the other Awakening when it comes time. But that's definitely noteworthy. Yeah, these deck lists are scary and like very efficient, huh? Like right on turn 4, very, very often they pull off the Awakening. There's their 5th mana. Yeah, we're only 11 cards in, so it's not like... Yeah, there's the other Awakening. Still got the Plains. This time we don't have 2 instant speed things to deal with this, but we're still going to try. They get 1 free thing, and then we're hoping that they miss the counterspell. Okay. Okay, we gotta try it. We gotta try it. Ah! Oh, they go for draw 3, discard. Yep, they could easily find the counterspell. Oh crap, dude. Oh crap. Yeah, this is why we had to keep the... Oh! It lands. Wow. Oh no, we missed the mana again though, guys. Oh no. They're 28 cards deep. Abuela's Awakening 1, 2. Hopefully the other 2 are buried in the last bottom, the last half of their deck list. We can swing for 5. We could go seize the spoils. Because we could find 1 mana instant speed goodies, right? Jaya's too far. We're going to do this before combat. I don't know exactly how it affects combat right now. I hope Jaya's the right call here. Okay, we do find the mana, but we don't have instant speed removal to stop another Awakening. So if we don't get there, if they do have Awakening, then it's probably it, right? I'll probably go Dragon Fodder then. Like they have some removal for one of our 1/1s. It is going to be an Elspeth Smite, actually. Based on the hand, based on them being at 7, I guess we just go Dragon Fodder. Yeah. Yeah, if we would have found another Burst Lightning, we definitely would have just kept that open. But we'll see. 6th mana from the opponent, 4 cards in hand. The other Awakenings could easily... No! Awakening number 3, guys! Oh, no! Okay, I think it's going to be all too easy for the opponent to win this turn, so let's see it, opponent. Holy cow, it passed back! What? What? Excuse me? I'm screaming over here now. Dude, we have X's 4. We force a block here depending on what's left in their hand, but what? It's got to be just like spot removal then, right? And the Nemesis is so good too. I'm just going to go X's 4 on the Song. It lands. And Elspeth Smite would mean they wouldn't have to block here, or any spot removal would mean they wouldn't have to block. If they're missing spot removal for some reason, then they're forced into a block. Oh my goodness, guys. How lucky do we have to be, huh? Or how unlucky does the opponent have to be? I guess that might be a better question. They find more mana. Is it just a bunch of lands left in the opponent's hand? Okay, they still got 3 open. That's not going to be enough for the 4th Awakening. So they really desperately need temporary lockdown here. But then we still have Nemesis in hand and they know about it. So some life gain would be good for them. They do find the temporary lockdown, guys. But yeah. Screaming Nemesis. Oh, also Lightning Strike. Nice. Good game, opponent. I'm at a loss for words, man. I really am. As soon as the 3rd Awakening came down, I thought for sure it was just, that was it, right? They were just going to play and play and play and play and just draw. What's their main win condition in these usually? Is it Jace? I think it's usually just like multiple Jace, right? With the Omniscient builds. But I'm not 100% certain right now, especially seeing that the opponent missed so much there. They missed, if it is Jace, they missed all 4 of them. Maybe they don't have all 4 in the list. I don't know, man. That was weird. Let's keep the ball rolling. I'd love to see City on Fire this game too. Now, 3 packed in. We could easily have all 4 packed in. Easily. But there are going to be games too where you see so many multiple City on Fires and like none of your token generation. It is 8 mana, so you're really relying on that Convoke. Okay, even though we were stuck on mana in the last game, I'm pretty sure we ditch one of these mountains over anything else in hand. Another Seize the Spoils is good. I'd say another Hopeless Nightmare would be a Seize the Spoils discard. But it could be the Burst Lightning discard too, since we're going to have the 3 mana for the Seize the Spoils. We're going to need a discard for the spoils as well, so we have to figure out exactly what we're discarding here, but that could easily be whatever we draw into as well, so. Another mountain, and we'll know. We discard the mountain to the Seize the Spoils, and then hopefully they just don't go Nightmare this turn. It's going to be Momentum Breaker. Alright. That's not too bad. Alright, Fountainport. Beautiful. I'd say we do this before combat. Another Fountainport, I'm not mad about. We do have Burst Lightning open, but we really don't want to. We really do want to utilize that treasure as ramp when it comes time. Depending on what we draw, this other Fountainport could be the Seize the Spoils discard, because we could just draw... Uh-oh. They do play the second Hopeless Nightmare. I guess Fountainport, because we don't need the mana right now, but it feels pretty bad because we're going to eventually need that mana, right? Okay, Dragonstorm. Okay. That's a lot, man. It's probably going to be the temporary lockdown version of this deck list, right? Right? It might not be. It could just be normal Orzhov Pixies. See what we draw. Rouse Reinforcements. I don't mind that one bit. Filter out and ramp with Seize the Spoils. We could go Rouse Reinforcements, but if it is the temporary lockdown version, then our tokens get picked up, and so do our treasures. We could use our treasures for the turn. Oh man, we gotta be ready for the temporary lockdown. I think it'll just absolutely wreck this deck list. We should use the treasure while we have it and try multiple things on the same turn, guys. It feels a little bad, but... And not the tokens, but... Oh, Jaya. Oh, thank goodness. But now we don't have these. But we get to keep Lightning Strike open, so if they drop a temporary lockdown, we pop the treasure for the Lightning Strike and just hit their face or something. But also keeping Lightning Strike and also Burst Lightning open versus Pixie deck list is still pretty good too. Pop the Pixie as soon as they play it or something, right? They'll still get a Hopeless Nightmare when it comes time, but... Oh, crap, dude. Sheoldred. Alright, so we don't gotta play the treasure. Or we don't gotta pop the treasure. Jaya, even without mana. Jaya's okay. I don't want to double down on the Sheoldred, but we might have to. Okay. I don't mind mana. I still think we're going to want to use this treasure while we have it before the lockdowns come down, right? I've convinced myself that this is a temporary lockdown list. So just holding the mountain open for the Burst Lightning. No, we can still hold the treasure open. What am I saying? Yeah, we can still do that on their turn. Alright, come on down, Jaya. Generate some extra chump blockers for me. Thank you. But now if it is lockdown, the Sheoldred can't kill the Jaya. And we can try to continuously generate tokens that way. All right, hopefully I'm playing this out well enough for you guys. I know one thing, these deck lists are always really hard to go up against because it really got to change your way of thinking. So no lockdown. Good news. Chump with the goblin. Because the prowess monk is much better to keep on the board than the goblin. Okay, corroding Dragonstorm. We're going down to 10, then down to 8. So the opponent's just draining us away. Still no temporary lockdown, so we might as well hold back on the burst lightning and keep the treasure. Yeah, dude, we're in danger. We got to do something about that Shieldred for sure. It's too bad we don't have the kicker cost on the burst lightning this turn while the Shieldred's at 4, but we could keep all the mana open, try the chump on the Shieldred. Just no guarantees. Maybe we do double down on that Shieldred while we can. We have the -2 on the Jaya, but we don't have many creatures on the board. Especially since earlier I sent the Rouse reinforcements. Don't want to go seize the spoils while Shieldred's out there because we're at 8, guys. We're going to die in no time. All right. We double down. I guess we play the mountain and we double down. It feels pretty bad. It really does. -2 on Jaya. Swing with our 1/1. If it doesn't get removed, we go burst lightning, kick it. Right? Right? This is tough, man. This is tough because I really don't want to double down here. Doesn't look like removal. Does 1 damage to the Shieldred. Okay. And then before the damage gets through, we want to kick it because the prowess on the monk. They got 2 mana open. That was good. That was much better than using 2 cards, right? Because we still have Jaya on the board, which is essential. Ah, Hopeless Nightmare is so bad, dude. That's Hopeless Nightmare number 3. I'm going to keep the Seize the Spoils now that Shieldred's gone. Okay, dude. Okay, that's good news. We do have -1 on Jaya. Look at 2 cards. Choose one of them. That's probably worthwhile over the token. We only get to play it this turn, though. But with 6 mana on the board, it's mana. That's probably okay, though. Actually, yeah. Yeah, that's probably okay. And it's probably worth doing. This Seize the Spoils, then, especially before combat for the monk. Looks like they're going to activate the Sacrifice This Enchantment ability there. Stoke the Flames is decent, but establishing the artist talent is pretty good here too. That's pretty good, man. I like that. Oh, nowhere to run. Crap. Crap, guys. We can't get this monk above the 3. Not on the stack, at least. We could still tap everything for Stoke the Flames. Not worth it, though. If we could get it above the 3, it would be worthwhile doing Stoke the Flames. But outside of that, we might as well pop the treasures. Make our non-creature spells cost 1 less. Now, this is very much a deck list that could be rock and Get Lost. But a lot of their removals probably just permanents. So Get Lost might not have made their cut. Unpearl. Oh, Hopeless Nightmare. There goes our Stoke the Flames, and we're going down to 4. It's mana. That's not good, guys. That's not good. Let's see what we find on the Jaya, as we are in desperate need of removing the Sun Pearl now that we're at 4. It's mana. No, guys. Send help. Send help. Level 3, and we still have Fishy on the Fountainport, but we'd go down to 3. I think that's it, guys. Although the Jaya would be worthwhile for them to take out depending on what's in their hand. They do swing at the Jaya. I'm wondering if it's going to be worth Fishy. Losing the Jaya is rough, man. But we did get a lot of mana off the top with the Giant. Both -1s, we saw 2 mountains, which is I would consider that a flood. Destroy evil. Oh no, oh no, now we're getting picked apart, huh? Okay, Fishy. Fishy for sure. Down to 3, since we're so close to death anyways. Artist, talent. Okay, card draw. We need removal for the Sun Pearl no matter what, I would say. City on fire. Dude, we're seeing everything in a weird order. We have level 2 on artist talent. We might not be dead. It's still sticking for the opponent, though. Okay. Okay, opponent, what you got for me? Get the good game ready as we go down to 1. Holy cow. First of all, look at all this mana, huh? Wow. Wow. So, I guess we start with card draw on Fountainport. But we could also tap the Dragon Fodder tokens first. How do we want to do this, man? I don't know. This is melting my brain a little bit. So we'll have 2 open, City on Fire. But we need 3 open for the card draw on the Fountainport. So that it's not working out then, right? We need to draw to remove the Sun Pearl no matter what. Man, 3 Fountainports for a very good reason, huh? Yeah, so City on Fire not going to come down yet. We still just need burn. It's mana. Oh, no, guys. All right, well. Only 24 mana in here, but 24 for a good reason. We really don't want to miss it. A good game opponent, huh? Darn. I think that could have gone either way easily, easily. Especially since they were missing a lot. Only seeing the Sun Pearl, I bet all 4 of those are packed in. I bet all 4 Pixies are packed in. I'm still convinced that it was a temporary lockdown style, but so we were trying to like base that all of our tokens and when to sacrifice them, when to use the treasures based on the fact that temporary lockdown could come down at any turn. So we want to utilize that extra stuff while keeping other stuff open too. It kind of made sense, but at the same time, it just didn't end up working out. And we also drew very poorly as well. But that could be how I put the deck list together too. You never know, huh? Swiss Spear. I got something for you. I got something for you, Swiss Spear. Oh, guys, I forget if I brought it up this video, but the YouTube nonsense. All right, yeah, so make sure you check out the description where we do have that Discord link, as well as that Patreon link too, if you're interested in supporting the channel that way. And then also, guys, okay, another Dragon Fodder is actually pretty good. And also, guys, for the YouTube side of things, if you enjoy the video, or if you're enjoying the video, make sure you actually drop it a like. And if you're enjoying the channel, then consider subscribing as well, because it really does help out the channel. So thank you, guys. All right, we're going to go seize the spoils before combat ditch the mountain, even though it doesn't really affect the combat here. The opponent's tapped out, and I just want to see more off the top. Now, we do have the Burst Lightning to attempt the hit on the Slick Shot Show-Off, although I do think they get it around the Burst Lightning easily. Lightning Strike maybe would have actually landed, but I think that Slick Shot Show-Off coming down with a Monstrous Rage. Okay, double Cacophony Scamp, guys. I don't really want them to have those, but if we pop a Scamp, they pop a Goblin. probably okay. It's 2 of our things for 1 of their things. Oh, Scamp's really bad news, guys. City on fire. Hi, maybe we can do the thing this game, huh? Maybe. I ditched a land. But if we get enough of our tokens on the board... We're going for it, dude. We're going for it. Opponent, don't kill me next turn. Just 1 second, okay? 1 second. So, best case scenario, of course, mana off the top, we'd actually be able to use some of these chump blockers. Because with the Convoke, we have 9 total. We'd like to attempt a block. City on Fire being 8 mana, we can only block with 1 unless we see mana off the top. They pass it back with a slick shot show off for free? Oh, holy cow, guys. I don't even know what to think about that. It's going to let us full tap, right? Because I want to keep the Burst Lightning open. Which is going to be triple damage. Seize the Spoils is also pretty good if we found mana, but there's no guarantee, and I just really want to do the thing, man. I want to get the City on Fire on the board. Yeah, there it is. And we're up against a deck list that doesn't know how to clean up enchantments very well, so I don't know. I don't think there's anything in mono red that would clean up a City on Fire. Okay, Burst Lightning open to try to protect us from the opponent having lethal damage next turn, which I think would be all too easy if they find their 3rd mana. With double Scamp, free Slick Shot show off, then like 2 Monstrous Rage on both Scamp and then throw the show off, right? So Burst Lightning is removal. Here comes that swing, but with all these tokens on the board, they need to win this turn. They don't have 3 mana. They only have 2 mana. Villainous Rage, pretty good. Start. See what else they got here. There's the turn inside out. Okay. They're still going to have blockers and everything, so that's great news for them. So it looks like the best hit would be the Scamp before the turn inside out lands. 8 damage here, then another 3 from the other Scamp. They pop one of the 1/1s instead of hitting our face. They don't get the Manifest Dread. Pop the other Scamp, they get... Oh, hold on, opponent. I'm thinking, buddy. Outside of that, we also... We have to be a little scared of them dropping a Surprise Mountain with a Callous Sellsword. I think we pop the Scamp before the turn inside out lands. They are going to pop one of the 1/1s. Okay. Down to 12. Down to 9. Okay, 3. And then they generate a 2/2. Okay, they didn't have the 3rd mana, guys. Wow, okay. Well, at that point, I guess we start with the swing. They block. They're taking triple from all of this, right? And then 9 damage from the Lightning Strike. Although, we could have tried... No, that was pretty sick. What am I saying? Never mind. I was going to say, like, maybe we could have attempted the Seize the Spoils, ditch the Lightning Strike, then Fountainport could still come down if we find something more. But I was getting greedy with it because I'm trying to get that last achievement too. I don't know what we would have seen that turn to actually pull off that achievement though. Without 2 City on Fires on the board or a Screaming Nemesis on the board with the City on Fire, I think the best case scenario would have just been finding another Lightning Strike. At that point, just throw the first Lightning Strike at the opponent's face, right? Or maybe if we had more mana too. Guys, I'd love to end on that high note, but I'm having a good time. Let's go one more. Win or lose, I'm satisfied. I'm glad we were able to get that City on Fire victory against potentially hyper-aggressive Cacophony Scamp build too. Now, if they found their 3rd, I think things could have lined up a little bit better for them in that last one. So we were able to keep so many of our tokens around, which is what the deck list is supposed to do anyways. Okay, we'll wait to see if they actually spend mana on the sleeper. they do end up spending that mana, which I guess now is a good time to pop the sleeper before they have anything else that's fancy here. Like if we let it go up to a 2/2 first, I suppose that swamp could potentially be something, but I don't know what that would look like right now. Seize the Spoils is pretty good, man. Helps us curve out really nicely. Right now, one of the things I'm seeing with the deck list is I'm having trouble deciding what to discard initially for the Seize the Spoils, because you're trading out the Seize the Spoils for the card, and you're trading out the card for a card. So it's trade out 2, draw 2, but you get the additional treasure token, so you're ramping as well. So you're trading out, finding your combo, a little bit of ramp. So if you trade out mana, you're still going to want more mana next turn because you're still trying to find your combo too. Well, there's our answer, right? There's our answer. So I'll wait till after combat. See if they remove one of our 1/1s. Okay. Yeah, seeing more mana, that pretty much confirms it. Ooh, okay. Burst Lightning's open. I hope the opponent finds the mana they need here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Opponent's missing their third, and they don't have any other plays, which is really surprising, actually. We're close to City on Fire, guys, but we're going to start before combat this time with the Seize the Spoils. It's more mana, a little bit of ramp, Burst Lightning open, Stoke the Flames open. All right. It's looking pretty good for us, but the opponent could find their third and start pulling this back. Oh dear. Oh dear, opponent. Oh no. Well, they have some removal. Okay. All right. That's something. All right. We're going to save the Burst Lightning for sure. Oh, I like the Artist talent. But Mono Black shouldn't be able to deal with City on Fire very well. So I hope I'm right on that assessment and we go all in on it. It's Evolved Sleeper, so I wonder if that's what they end up ended up drawing here, or maybe they had it and they were keeping the Go For It throw open for a little while or something, right? So I guess number 1. Oh. I guess we go for all the burn possible. Triple that, and then triple this. Oh, is that over 20? Oh, opponent, don't concede. Oh, get it. There we go. There we go. I think I got the achievement, guys. Oh, please. Please tell me I finally got the achievement. Yeah, the one shot. All right. Now that's how we actually end on a high note, huh? Oh, man. Okay, hey, end of video pack here. Let's see what we see. The Mythic. Oh, Heart of the Storm. Nerev. However we pronounce this. And then look at this achievement, guys. We did it. We finally did it. Boom. Oh, heck yeah. Set as default. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Let's go over the deck list again. City on Fire. Mono red. That was my 4th Nerev. Wow. We'll have to build around that at some point, huh? All right. How do you guys like the 4 C's of Seize the Spoils? I like this. I like this a lot, but I could easily see 3 and probably just more early burn. I don't know what that early burn would look like, but you like just another shock wouldn't hurt anything, honestly. So, but also it was pretty good today, and the extra treasure ramp really mattered too. So, all 4 Dragon Fodder, all 4 Rouse Reinforcement, essential for helping us ramp into the City on Fire successfully. It's going to be moments where you just can't get there. 8 mana is just too much. Then you trade it out to the Seize the Spoils and you try to do the burn elsewhere. And you don't have to completely rely on City on Fire to do the extra burn, because there's always a potential of getting like Artist Talent to level 3, which also helps you do a lot of extra significant burn to the opponent's face anyways. Then Nemesis is always poking through the opponent's face too, because it's so hard to block and everything. So I like the double Stoke the Flames, wouldn't go up any, wouldn't drop any. Didn't get to see Witchstalker Frenzy do anything today, but it would have been a clean way to pick up that Shieldred when it came time. Instead, we used the Jaya -2 with the kicker cost on the Burst Lightning, which was also pretty darn cool. I'd say we got pretty unlucky in that game against the bounce, but we can't say like it's hard to tell because it's also like, well, the opponent might have gotten really unlucky too, not seeing a lot of their own bounce things or whatever they were trying to do, temporary lockdown or just more pixies. Whatever they were trying to do, it might have been an equal amount of bad luck on both sides of the table there, so it's really hard to tell, you know? I could also see 3 Seize the Spoils if you want the 4th City on Fire, if you really just want to lean into the City on Fire, but I don't think you would have to by any means. But 3 just makes a lot of sense, and like I said, just more early burn would work well, and I would choose burn that can also hit the opponent's face. There's actually that new sorcery speed one, or like Bolt Wave made the honorable mentions, because Bolt Wave with the City on Fire happens to be pretty darn good. But here's the new one, Channeled Dragon Fire. I almost said Dragon Fodder, of course, right? Because that's what's in the deck list. Dragon Fire, sorcery speed, deals 2 damage to any target, but it also has the Harmonize for 5 and double red. There might be a moment where you tap a Nemesis and make this cost, what, 4 back from the grave? Harmonize is good, and in the deck list that I've been playing Harmonize, like, they had to be very careful with these Harmonize abilities, right? There could be moments where you would want to cast this back from the grave. So instead of a shock, you could consider the Dragon Fire, because the sorcery probably isn't going to hold you up too much. I also really like the Song of Totentanz as a one of, I think is totally fine, but we could also see more of these. One of the things about the song is the fact that it just has that bottom ability. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn, so you could do like X is 0 and just 1 red mana give all of your creatures haste, which is something I overlook very often on this card, and that could actually work in certain builds. Oh, guys, speaking of bringing things up, man, we totally put this together over on the Twitch channel. Somewhere there will be a button to the Twitch channel, whether I remember to put it in the description or I don't and I drop it in the comments on this day. Either way, I don't have a schedule yet. So I guess look out for that. The best place to watch out for the schedule is, of course, in the Discord as well. Yeah, we pieced this together on the Twitch channel, so it was fun. It's very fun piecing deck lists together with you guys, and I don't know when I want to bring up the Twitch channel. I guess bringing it up here at the end works fine enough for now until I actually do establish a schedule or something. But yeah, we got more actual builds that we put together on Twitch for this week, I'm pretty sure. So maybe tomorrow's video will be another deck list from Twitch. Maybe I'll wait till the end of that video too to actually bring it up, and then eventually when I get a schedule, maybe I'll bring it up closer to the beginning or something. But enough rambling about that, huh? What else do we have to say about the deck list? Yeah, I don't know. With enough early burn, enough early chump blockers, there's something here, like between the lines. Like, we're looking at jank because City on Fire, but also there could potentially be something here. Oh, I really liked the Jaya a lot. I could see 2 of these easily, guys. And also, put it on the do not craft list. Even though I don't think it's too bad, you don't really want to craft City on Fire because you're not going to see it very often, and you have to have a very specific dedicated deck list for it too. If you have all the cards, this could be a really fun one for you though. Outside of that, there are some cards that are well worth the craft. Cards like Fountainport that make the cut in so many different builds. I mean, completely lost count with how many builds we've put Fountainport in since it came out, right? So Fountainport has been well worth it. Jaya is another one where you're just not going to see it very often. It's a mythic, but it was really cool in here. But like, is it going to be cool elsewhere? That's iffy, right? Chandra Hope's Beacon, also mythic too, right? So Screaming Nemesis, if you're a red player, is probably well worth the craft, honestly. And then it's actually getting pretty budget friendly here with the Dragon Fodder, Rouse Reinforcements, and Lightning Strike all being common. Burst Lightning's also common. Song of Totentanz is also one that you don't really want to craft, right? So if you are trying to piece this together based on your collection, you'd probably want to drop like Song and go up another common burn spell or something. And Artist Talent is also rare. And that's gonna really depend on what kind of deck list you like putting together, because Artist Talent has been fun, but again, you kind of need like this very specific deck list. That being said, Artist Talent has a lot of different specific deck lists that it could potentially go into too. So this is a tough one. I would still say put it on the do not craft list, just based on like the City on Fire and whatnot, right? But outside of that, if you have all the cards, this could be really fun. All right, guys, enough rambling overall, huh? Let me know what you thought of the deck list down in the comments, and I think that's everything. Okay, hey, oh, well, first of all, if you made it this far, y'all are champions, and now I will see you in the next video.